I can't believe I have not covered this yet, folks. I'm so sorry. This is amazing. You must follow the law. The law says...
Glorious. Is it a lawsuit? Probably. Why not?
Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to the new and improved Buckle Up. It's the Lobo attorney, Larry Forman. Folks, today we are going to cover Cardi B's trial from last month. For those of you who don't know, she was not criminally prosecuted. This was not a criminal trial. This was a civil trial. She was being attacked after allegedly assaulting a security guard named Imani Ellis back in 2018 when she was pregnant. So the story goes, she was at the clinic at the hospital getting herself checked out while she was pregnant with her child, and Cardi B, better known as Belcalis Marlenis Almanzar. Well, no wonder you're going to go by Cardi B. That is a lot easier to pronounce. She was originally going to go by Bacardi, but that is too similar to the popular alcoholic drink, so that was her nickname, I guess, because she was drinking a lot back in her college days or whatever. So she went with Cardi B. Anyway, we're going to call her Cardi B for purposes of this video. So Cardi B allegedly assaulted the security guard who was lying in wait, trying to record her, take videos of her, photos of her, which, by the way, none of those exist. So whatever Ms. Imani Ellis was trying to accomplish, she failed, clearly, because otherwise she would have photos, she would have videos, she would have this and that. Now, she alleged that Cardi B spat on her and assaulted her. So more specifically, in 2018 at the Beverly Hills clinic, Ms. Ellis alleged that Cardi B scratched her with her fingernail and spat on her. Now, of course, Cardi B denied those allegations, and yet Ms. Ellis went after Cardi B asking for a whopping $24 million. What? Just because Cardi B is loaded does not give you carte blanche to just kind of milk the woman for everything she's got. Pun intended, because she was pregnant at the time. But anyway, all those things aside, that's crazy. $24 million is an insane amount of money. It doesn't matter who you are, especially for a scratch and a spit, allegedly, which, for those of you who have seen this trial or have heard the news, obviously, again, I don't want to spoil it for anybody. Now, there was no criminal prosecution. No prosecutor has ever taken up this case, unfortunately for Ms. Ellis. But she can still sue Cardi B civilly. And the jury of 12 men and women earlier last month listened to the testimony and deliberated on Cardi B's case. Now, the allegations were assault and emotional distress, among other things, but essentially that was the crux of the argument. There were a few people who testified, and in that trial, mostly witnesses from the clinic themselves, such as the receptionist and a few others, and of course, Ms. Ellis, I believe herself testified, and of course, Cardi B took the stand and testified in her own defense. So, without giving it away, for those of you who already know how it ends, don't spoil the fun for everybody. I don't want to ruin the moment. I want to just kind of go over Cardi B's testimony. This is going to be a really fun video. We are going to go over Cardi B's testimony, the verdict, and the aftermath of what happened after court. So, without further ado, let's go. In a civil trial.
Good morning, Ms. Cardi B.
Good morning.
So, when we were discussing yesterday at the end, we were talking about the issue where you testified that Miss Ellis was recording you with her cell phone. You remember that?
Yes.
Okay. Do you know what type of cell phone she was using at the time?
Remember, this is cross-examination.
I'm not quite sure. I just remember it was square.
What color was the cell phone?
It had a case. It definitely had a case. But I'm not sure.
Do you know if the type of phone that she was using when she was recording you, would a light go on, or would some kind of noise?
It didn't have a light. It didn't have a light.
Right. So, if the cell phone was facing Miss Ellis, I'm assuming it was. Well, let me ask you that. Was the cell phone that you're talking about, was it facing you or was it facing Miss Ellis?
The camera was facing me. When I got off the elevator, her phone was here. Then when I was walking and she was behind me, and then she said, "Oh my God, y'all, Cardi B, Cardi B." I looked back and the camera was like right there, like practically on her chest type stuff. I'm like, "Yo, why are you recording me?"
Okay. And you've seen like police officers where they have a camera on the front of them. Have you ever seen that where a police officer will have that?
I never seen that, but that was her phone, not a camera.
I understand.
Okay. First of all, if this is Ellis's lawyer, and it sounds like it is, I swear to God, do you understand the difference between a body camera and a phone camera? If I'm a juror listening to this garbage, I am barely a minute and a half into this. I'm already turned off. Well, you do understand that there's a huge difference between having this, like a phone, and like an actual body camera. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the hell?
Have you ever seen a security officer, a police officer, have a special camera on their chest which records what occurs in front of them? Yeah. I'm not saying she was recording you. I am asking you this question. If she was recording you, why does it matter?
Because she's a security guard and I'm going to a doctor's office. It definitely mattered.
You were causing a disturbance. Maybe
I
she wanted
wasn't
to
causing
record
a
you.
disturbance.
Time out. Let's not talk over each other, number one. Wait for him to finish asking the question before you answer.
Do you own the building of 8920 Wilshire Boulevard?
No, I was walking to a doctor's office.
Do you agree that you were a guest in that building? You were a visitor, correct? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, I love that. So she went from like, listen, and then she realized, wait a minute, you're trying to rile me up, aren't you? All right. Yes, I was a guest at that office. When they raise their voices, you lower yours. See, he's trying to get her all worked up. And it worked for a second, but then she remembered herself. Maybe she looked at her lawyers and her lawyers were like, she's like, right, that's right, calmate. Calmate. Oh, I love it.
The officer tells you to leave. Are you supposed to leave?
Objection.
Yes or no?
Sustained. It's asked and answered. We covered this yesterday.
You were causing a disturbance in the building.
She started the disturbance.
Did you also...
Ma'am, if you hear an objection, please wait.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. What's wrong?
Do you remember yesterday...
Now, just for the record, let me say this. For those of you who don't know, I'm not a Cardi B fan. I don't listen to her music. Just not my type, not my flavor. You know, this is what I listen to right here. I like her style. I like how she's just like, listen, I'll answer your questions. Just stop being such a douche. And he's being very unprofessional. But again, I get it. He knows that there are millions of eyeballs and there's tons of cameras and there's tons of people watching and interested and they want to see like Cardi B just like tear her down, you know. But the reality is, I mean, let's be honest. Cardi B is a little bit too smart for this lawyer. And no matter how hard he's going to try, and I think we're going to see a lot more of this. This is fascinating. We're going to see a lot more of this, like trying to like bring her like ugly side out, and she's just like, honey, no, you're not going to be seeing none of this, honey. Not today, bro. You're not going to be seeing any of this. You know what I'm saying? Because I am in control here. This is my trial. Let me tell you something, honey, okay? Sit down. Yeah, let me tell you something. First of all, I did not do anything wrong. That woman was out of line. Yeah, she tried to record me, and this ain't happening, honey. Oh, no.
Said that there was a verbal altercation between the two of you. You remember that?
Yes.
Okay. And an altercation is a fight, isn't it? It's a verbal fight. You had a verbal fight with her.
Asked and answered.
Yes or no?
Yes. Sustained.
You used the F word during that fight, didn't you?
Yes.
What other words did you use? Tell us in your own words what you said.
I said, on my face. Why are you in my face? Why are you
B, get the F out of my face.
recording me? Ain't you supposed to be security?
Tell it to her now. Go ahead.
Huh?
Say it again. Say it.
Objection, Your Honor.
You want me to say it to her
I want
face?
you to tell it to her face what you said on that day so she can hear it for herself again.
Verbal altercation, by the way, for the record, is absolutely fine. That's not an assault. Using bad language when you're pissed off because somebody is trying to record you, you being a celebrity, being pregnant, and this security guard is totally out of line, what's the problem? You know, B, get the hell out of my face. B, get the F out of my face. I'll be pissed too. You know, because it's 2025 and men can be pregnant as well, from what I've heard.
It's sustained.
Your Honor, do we have civility in the courthouse?
why don't we just take the temperature down a little bit? If you have factual questions to ask her, please do so. It's not the time to argue with her.
What were the words that you used when you got off the elevator to this security guard who's no longer security guard at this time?
Objection.
Yeah, ask an answer. We've heard the answer. Move on, buddy.
It's been covered several times, so it's asked and answered.
Yes.
The objection sustained.
Thank you, Judge.
What did you tell Imani Ellis yesterday?
Counsel, you need to move on.
This is hilarious.
What were you holding in your hand
I can't believe I have not covered this yet, folks. I'm so sorry. This is amazing.
at the time when you got off the elevator?
Objection. Well, excuse me, argument.
Overruled.
Nothing, correct? You weren't holding anything, were you?
No.
You had both of your hands free to do whatever you wanted to do, correct? Yes or no?
Objection, relevance.
Overruled.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. And if you wanted to scratch or cut her face with your right hand or your left hand, if you wanted to do it, you could have done it, correct? So
But
you're
I
not
didn't.
disabled.
But
right?
I didn't because I had a baby inside me.
How did she know?
Time out. Let's slow down the pace just a little bit before the opportunity to give
You see, by the way, this is a sneaky defense lawyer tactic. A lot, typically used in civil cases. In criminal cases, this rarely works. But in civil cases, and I'm sorry, I think I said it was cross-examination. It felt like it because it's cross-examination by the plaintiff's lawyer. I keep saying defense. I'm sorry because it's kind of hard to remember the parties, even for an experienced lawyer like myself. Remember, Cardi B is the defendant testifying on behalf of the defense on cross-examination by the plaintiff's lawyer. Okay, so the plaintiff's lawyer is cross-examining her. The plaintiff's lawyer is Ellis's lawyer, the security guard's lawyer. That's who is asking all the questions. That's why he's so feisty. That's why he's so angry. That's why he's so, trying to get her riled up. But the beautiful thing about this whole thing is that he's trying to force the issue. And by force, usually the plaintiff, when you have a good case, you don't have to do any of these tricks. He's acting like a criminal defense attorney in a way. And it's wrong. It's bad. It's bad karma. It's bad tactics. It's bad all around. And let me tell you why. When you are a plaintiff, you are like the damaged party. You're saying, look, this woman caused damage to my client. I have the facts. I have the evidence. I have the law. Everything is behind me. We are just Ms. Almanzar, Miss Cardi B, you scratched her, didn't you? You this and that, didn't you? And you spat in her face, didn't you? No? Okay, moving on. But trying to kind of force, just admit it is the wrong tactic because you'll never get the right answer. You look like a fool. You look like an idiot. You look like you're unprepared. You look like you don't know what you're doing. You look like you're trying to force an answer that doesn't exist. And you are losing like every single step of that process, you see. And so he is coming off so bad. So wrong. Like, seriously, this is only 5 minutes, barely, of testimony that we have heard. And we're just getting the juicy parts, folks. But let me tell you, in those 5 minutes, the plaintiff's lawyer has just destroyed his case, in my humble opinion, already. Because Cardi B is just maintaining her position. She's like, look, bro, I don't know what you want from me. I'm telling you what happened, and that's that. But he's just keep trying, like, well, let me do an uppercut. Let me do like a, let me hit you from the side. Let me try and come from this side. And it's bad. It's just really, really bad. That's not good lawyer work. That's not how you should be operating, especially if you have a good case. Now, if you have a weak, crappy case, and that's all you've got, well, then that's all you've got. Maybe he's trying to pry her open by force. Again, that never works, for the record. I have never seen it successfully implemented in a trial. Maybe somewhere out there it has worked. It works in the movies. If this guy has seen Few Good Men one too many times. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. You want the truth? I think I'm entitled to it. You want the truth? You can't handle the truth. That moment where, did you order the code red? You goddamn right I did! That's movies, folks. In the real world, I'm sorry, honey. You're never going to get it. You're never going to get it. No matter how hard you try, you just look stupid. And that's how you'll lose cases. Because my favorite phrase in Greek, esten euk esten. Either a thing is or it is not. Either it happened or it didn't happen. Either the assault occurred or it didn't occur. And if it did, well, then the jury will find her liable. If it didn't, then they're going to deny liability. And it's going to be a $0 verdict. So, anyway, let's keep watching. This is amazing. This is fascinating.
For the court reporter, what was the objection?
Argumentative.
It's literally a lesson in what not to do. Like, if you want, all you plaintiffs lawyers out there watching this is a classic case of what not to do. Don't do this, and you have a chance at winning. Like, if you want to win, don't be like this guy that's cross-examining Cardi B right now and coming towards the end of the case. Because I think she was the last witness, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, please.
Overruled.
And again, I would ask that counsel lower his voice. This isn't.
So, Your Honor, I was told yesterday that my voice was too low by others, so that's why it's a little bit higher today, so that everybody can hear what I could say, as well as the witness.
I think there's a difference between volume and tone. I think the volume is fine, the tone is a little bit argumentative.
Thank you very much, Your Honor. I apologize for that. I will try to do my best to tone it down. So, again, I will ask you to tell us and admit to this fact that you are not disabled, correct?
I'm not what?
Are you disabled?
At that moment, no.
No. Are you disabled?
Overruled.
Are you disabled? Yes or no?
At that moment, when you're pregnant, I'm very disabled. You want me to tell you the things I can't do?
Fine. What was your disability on February 24th of 2018? What was your disability?
I was pregnant. I couldn't protect myself, even if I wanted to. She's like twice my size.
No problem. Let me ask you this. How many
Counsel, if you
months
ask a
pregnant
question,
were
you need
you?
to wait for the answer.
Okay. Yes.
You done, man?
How many months pregnant were you?
I was around 13 to 12 weeks.
Months? 4 months? 3 months? 3 to 4 months. Fair enough? Did you have a bulging belly?
No, I didn't.
Did Miss Imani Ellis know that you were pregnant?
Objection calls for speculation.
Do you know if Imani Ellis knew that you were pregnant when you walked out of that elevator?
No, I didn't know. But she knows that I'm a patient. When you're a patient to go see a medical anything, you shouldn't even try to fight nobody. You don't know what disability they have.
I love this, folks. She is taking control of the microphone. He's asking her questions, hoping for just a yes or no. But Cardi B is just like, look, you don't understand. I was a patient here. I just came here for treatment. Like, what do you want from me? She keeps this position. She sounds really, really, really believable. Really believable. Like, what do you want from me, dog? She came at me. I didn't do anything to her. She came at me. I am pregnant. She's calling it a disability. To an extent, I'm sure your range of movement, is going to be limited. You're not going to be able to do certain things, do certain tasks, consume certain things like alcohol, drugs, because that could affect the baby. So there's a lot of things that pregnant women are definitely limited in their abilities in doing. And she's absolutely right about that. And this guy just keeps opening the door for her to just combat him, confront him. Horrible, horrible lawyer work. Horrible.
Now let me ask you this question. When you say you were disabled, were you disabled in your upper extremities, your arms? Were your arms disabled? The reason I'm asking is I want to make it very clear for everybody that your arms can go up and down, and they could go up and down now, and they could go up and down on that day as well. You agree to this?
Objection, argumentative.
What the lawyer is trying to do is like, look, your arms were available, and you could have used them. Just because you coulda, shoulda, woulda, but you didn't? What do you want? What are you doing, man? It either happened or it didn't happen. Just because it could have happened theoretically in a parallel universe is not going to win you the case, man.
It's an answer in a different way, and
I am appalled.
I guess that's fine.
I'll let you can answer this once. Please don't ask it again.
If my arms were disabled? No, my arms weren't disabled. No.
Can you raise your arms up?
Objection, Your Honor.
Can you? You don't have to do it physically. I'm saying, are you able to do it?
Yes.
And on that day, you were able to do it as well. Correct?
If I wanted to, yes.
Okay. That's all I'm asking. Aside from your disability of being 3 to 4 months pregnant, did you have any other disabilities?
No, no.
Do you have a disabled placard? Are you legally disabled in any way?
Why don't you move on, Council?
And the hoodie that you had on, what color was it? Was it black, white, yellow, purple, pink?
I really don't remember.
And was the hoodie over your head or
Yes.
or not? You wore it for what reason over your head? To protect your identity?
Conceal your identity.
It could be I don't really want people to recognize me. My hair not done. My makeup not done. I probably just woke up. A lot of reasons.
And when you went there in the afternoon at 1:30
You're a
p.m.,
celebrity.
had you just woken up at that moment? Well, shortly before 1:30 p.m. on a Saturday?
Objection, relevance.
Sustained.
When you went to the building at 1:30 p.m., were you fasting or you had eaten something before you went to see the doctor?
Sustained.
Why is this relevant? I mean, listen, the dude doesn't have any good questions, so he's just asking all these questions out of left field. Oh, again, it makes him look really, really bad. Really bad. Unprepared, with terrible questions. Like, wow.
Now, when you saw Miss Imani Ellis and you got out of the elevator, not asking who did what, I'm asking was there any contact between you and her of any kind? What that means is fingers to fingers, shoes to shoes, knees to knees, any contact between you and Imani Ellis of any kind. Was there? Yes or no?
No,
So she didn't touch you, correct?
no,
So if somebody comes here and testifies that she did do something to you physically, you disagree with that testimony, or you will, correct?
she didn't touch me.
Okay.
She didn't get to touch me. No.
Excuse me.
She was going to touch me, but she didn't get to touch
When you
me
say she was going to touch you, how do you know that? You
because
assume?
we were chest to chest at one point.
So then your chest did touch, right?
I'll say that, but you did say when I got off the elevator,
Okay.
we
Let's-
we walked a little bit. That's when we got chest to chest. When we got off the elevator, we didn't do no contact.
I understand. So here's how we're going to do this. The date of the incident is February 24th of 2018. You agree?
Yes,
Now I'm going to talk to you about the whole day. Not just the minute you got off the elevator. When I say the whole day, from the moment you got off the elevator, you saw Imani Ellis, you had your fight with her, whether it was verbal or not. At some point, she went away or you went away. So during that segment of time of your life, which was how many minutes in your opinion? 5 minutes, 2 minutes, 1 minute?
it was probably like a minute 45. It was so quick. It was really quick.
Perfect. So from during the 1 minute and 45 seconds,
Objection,
No.
mischaracterizes.
I didn't say 1 minute
You know,
45
we haven't
seconds.
had a question yet. Please phrase one that's intelligible.
during the few minutes or 1 minute or whatever minutes it was that you were with Imani Ellis, during that period of time of your life and her life, during that segment, just told us now, during that time period, at some point, you were chest to chest. You agree?
Yes,
There was physical contact between her chest and your chest, correct?
yes.
Now, when you had the chest-to-chest contact, at that moment, were you angry?
I was mostly nervous.
Were you angry?
Yes, I was angry.
How angry were you?
Depends on the level of angry, to be
Right.
honest with you.
Let's talk about the levels. I'm going to go from a scale of 1 to 10. On the scale of 1 to 10, what was the level of your anger when you were chest to chest with this person?
Objection.
On the date of the incident.
Sorry, objection taken, ambiguous.
Sustained.
You were at a high level of anger when you were chest to chest with her, correct?
Objection, argumentative.
Overruled.
I don't think I was like on a high level of angry. I was more on a high level of concern. very concerned.
And why were you concerned?
Because I'm pregnant and this girl's about to beat my... Hello?
Hello. Hello, I'm here. So, when she was going to beat you, like you just testified, what did she do to have you believe that she was going to beat you? What did she do?
She was on my face, chest to chest, and while we arguing, she's backing me. So we practically arguing, and I'm backing, and she's like walking forward.
Right. And she's, you said she's bigger than you? Is that correct?
Absolutely.
How do you know that?
I mean, look.
I'm looking. I don't agree with that. What is your basis? Are you saying she's physically bigger? She's taller?
I mean, you have her medical records, right?
I don't have anything. I want to ask you the question.
I mean, I was 130 pounds at that time.
So she's overweight, right? In your opinion?
Objection, relevant.
Assisting.
She's a little...
You don't need to answer me.
Okay. Did you make fun of her that she was overweight?
I'm trying to figure out like where this guy's going, and I think I'm finally starting to get it. So he's trying to say that the confrontation led to that scratch and spit, right? You were angry and therefore you reacted. But I think there's already been testimony, which we're not going to cover here today, but I can tell you, where she, on direct examination to her own lawyers, said there was no physical assault, there was no scratching, there was no spitting. The only person who's been saying that is her, Ms. Ellis, the plaintiff, and that's it. But there's been no corroboration from any other witness that that's what happened. And that's key. That is the key here. That's the key that's going to break this case wide open. Mark my words.
There in the hallway?
I don't think so.
Did you call her fat?
No, I was calling her a... Yes.
Do you think that's respectful to call a security guard a bitch?
Objection,
Assisting.
relevant.
Is that how you talk to everybody?
Objection.
Assisting.
Now, you said you felt, I don't know the words. Let's go back to it. Did you feel scared, threatened, afraid at the moment your chest was touching?
Absolutely.
You were scared?
Absolutely.
And you had your cell phone on you, right?
I did, but she's in my face.
That's fine.
Just focus on the question and just answer.
Did you use your cell phone to call Karan Newton, your security guard, who was downstairs, or the police?
Objection.
Did you call anybody? For help.
Overruled.
When I got inside the doctor's office and I said like on the little bed thing, I told him, yo, you wouldn't even believe what just happened. Meet me downstairs when I leave. I'm going to call you when I leave.
Okay. If you were really scared and really afraid, isn't it true that you could have called your security guards to come upstairs and help you? Or you could have called the police. That was a possibility because you had your phone in your hand, correct?
Objection. Compound mischaracterizes the testimony that the phone was in my hand.
Assisting.
You had your phone in your pocket on the date of the incident?
Objection, relevance.
Assisting.
Can we agree that you didn't call your security guard to help you after the incident, correct? To help you. You did call him, but you didn't call him to come upstairs.
I apologize. I thought it was mischaracterizes the testimony.
Overruled.
You know.
I didn't call him to help me. It was already done. It was done.
Okay, now let's talk about the fingernails. Okay?
See, from this, 16 minutes of testimony right here, it sounds like Cardi B was accosted by Ellis. Ellis was the one who instigated. Ellis was the one who tried to record her. Ellis was the one who initiated the interaction. Ellis was the one who approached. Ellis was the one who kept moving forward where Cardi B was moving backwards. Cardi B was the one nervous. She was scared. She was angry. She was upset. She's pregnant. She's trying to take care of business. And this woman is just like, what's up? In her face. What? It's a horrible case. Why did the plaintiff's lawyer even take this on? This is terrible.
Something new?
Well, I want to show couple of things about the fingernails. So this side of the ruler, okay, is...
She should have hired me. I would have done such a much better job with this. And yeah, we do help people. If you've been in a car accident or you've been hurt by a doctor or somebody else or slipped and fell somewhere and got injured, 1-844-774-HURT. Call us. I have 50 jury trials under my belt. I can do better than this schmuck.
2 centimeters. You need to bring it closer, can you see it from there?
Objection, Your Honor, if you went over this yesterday.
I'm sorry.
2 centimeters. You know the size of 2 centimeters? How big it is?
As an answer,
I have like an understanding of how it would be. Yeah.
2 centimeters is a little bit less than an inch. Okay? Now, Miss Imani Ellis had a scar to her face of 2 centimeters long, and she received plastic surgery for that. And my question to you is, did you at any time see a scar on Miss Imani Ellis's face, or a cut, or a scrape, at any time during the time of the incident?
No. And she couldn't get a scratch from me because I didn't touch her.
I understand that's what you're saying. I get it. Did you look at Miss Imani Ellis's left cheek at any time during the incident? Did you specifically look for that because you thought there might be a scar on her face? Or did you not look?
Objection. Compound and wrong.
Did you look at Miss Imani Ellis's face when you were arguing with her at the time of the incident?
I was looking at her face, but I wasn't looking like, she got a pimple on her face? No, I wasn't looking at her details or anything.
Okay, folks, I must say, we know, for those of you who know the verdict, we know where it's going. For those of you who don't know, watch this, because this is crazy. I am shocked that this case has actually gone to trial. I don't know if there was an offer on the table before trial, if they tried to settle it for like a few $100,000 maybe, or whatever. If I was the plaintiff's lawyer, I would have taken the money and ran. He went for broke, and he went away broke. Sorry to spoil it, but that's what's about to happen.
Court of the State of California for the County of Los Angeles, Imani Ellis, plaintiff, versus Belcalis, Marlenes, Almanzar, Cardi B, does 1 through 50, inclusive defendant. Case number 20 STCV 07031. Verdict. We, the jury, in the above entitled case, answer the questions submitted to us as follows. Section A, assault and battery. Question 1, did plaintiff Imani Ellis prove all of the following elements of battery? 1, defendant Belcalis Marlenes Almanzar, Ms. Almanzar, touch Ms. Ellis in the intent to harm or offend Ms. Ellis. Number 2, Ms. Ellis did not consent to being touched. Number 3, Ms. Ellis was harmed or offended by Ms. Almanzar's conduct. And 4, a reasonable person in Ms. Ellis' situation would have been offended by the touching. Answer, no.
No.
Question 2, did Ms. Ellis prove all of the following elements of assault? Number 1,
No battery.
Ms. Almanzar acted with the intent to cause harmful or offensive contact with Ms. Ellis. Number 2, Ms. Ellis reasonably believed that she was about to be touched in a harmful or an offensive manner. Number 3, Ms. Ellis did not consent to Ms. Almanzar's conduct. Number 4, Ms. Ellis was harmed. And number 5, Ms. Almanzar's conduct was a substantial factor in causing Ms. Ellis's harm. Answer, no.
No assault.
Section B, intentional infliction of emotional distress. Question 5, did Ms. Ellis prove all of the following elements of intentional infliction of emotional distress? 1, Ms. Almanzar engaged in extreme and outrageous conduct beyond mere insults, threats, indignities, annoyances, hurt feelings, or other trivialities that a reasonable person is expected to endure. 2. Ms. Almanzar intended to cause Ms. Ellis emotional distress. Number 3, Ms. Ellis suffered severe emotional distress. And number 4, Ms. Almanzar's extreme and outrageous conduct was a substantial factor in causing Ms. Ellis to suffer severe emotional distress. Answer, no.
No intentional infliction of emotional distress.
Section C, negligence and contributory negligence.
Contributory.
Number 8, did Ms. Ellis prove all of the following elements of negligence? Number 1, Ms. Almanzar was negligent. Number 2, Ms. Almanzar's negligence caused Ms. Ellis to suffer physical harm rather than only emotional distress. And 3, Ms. Almanzar's negligence was a substantial factor in causing Ms. Ellis's harm. Answer, no.
No negligence. W across the board.
Section D, punitive
far.
damages. Question
No,
12.
punitives are going to be no,
Can you
obviously.
answer question?
In order to have punitives, you have to have the prior claim. So punitives are to punish the actor from any further conduct in the future. So
4
there's going to
and
be no
7.
punitives.
Answer, no. Signed this date, September 2nd, 2025, by foreperson George Uloa, number 3.
All right, is it in Mr. Bollinger?
No, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor.
All right, let me ask the foreman, was it unanimous as to all the questions?
Okay, so now what's happening is the lawyer for the plaintiff said they want to poll the jury to see if they all agreed. It's a common tactic. I mean, it's not very often used. Usually it's used by the losing party, although not always. Again, if you kind of see the loss coming, I think that you can just skip it. But sometimes it may be beneficial just to kind of protect the record for your own client. Some people do it always when they lose. It's honestly like it doesn't accomplish anything really, unless one of the jurors actually goes, I don't agree with the verdict, or something like that. And it almost never happens because they don't have to be unanimous. I think in California, maybe they do. I forget what the rules are in California, but if they do have to be unanimous, they already got a unanimous verdict. And if they don't, like some states like Kentucky, you have to have at least a majority. I think 9 out of 12 is enough to get a verdict. Even if a couple of people disagree, that's not enough. You'll still get a verdict because it's a civil case. There's no jail time at the end of all this. It's all just money exchanging hands, whether someone is going to get paid, yes or no. If no, then that's it. The end of the calculus. If yes, then how much?
Yes.
All right, so the question that the clerk is going to be asking is, was it unanimous as to all questions?
Question 1,
Or just all questions?
as to all questions?
Was it
Yes.
unanimous?
Was it unanimous?
Yes.
And then go through each of the jurors. Was it unanimous?
Was it unanimous, juror number 1?
She looks so
Number
relieved,
2?
yes, so happy.
Number 3?
Yes.
Number 4?
Yes.
Number 5?
Yes.
Number 6?
Yes.
Number 7?
Yes.
I don't blame
Number
her.
8?
Yes.
Number 9?
Yes.
Look at her
10? Yes.
doing the cross.
11?
Yes.
And 12.
Yes.
All right, sounds like it was a unanimous verdict as to all questions. Can the clerk please record the verdict?
The verdict has been recorded, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your time and dedication to this case. I know that you've paid a great deal of attention.
All right, Cardi B's statement at the end of the case. Let's hear it.
So don't ever think that I'm just gonna give you my money that I work hard for. I don't lay in bed all day. I work all day, and I work hard for my money, for my kids, and for people I take care of. So don't you ever think that you're gonna sue me and I'm just gonna settle and just give me my money. It's not gonna happen. I do also want fans at home though not to find their social media, her family's social media, her social media, and bother her. I hope that this is something that I leave behind, that she leave behind. Don't go bother her. Don't be talking about her. Don't be talking about how she look. Don't call her no nasty names. Let's just put this behind. But I'm giving a warning. I am not that celeb that you're gonna sue and you think it's gonna settle. I'm not gonna settle, especially when I'm super completely innocent. I know I got a little
Okay, that's interesting information. She was not gonna settle.
reputation, but I swear to God, I'm innocent.
So she didn't even want to settle for a dime. So I take it back. I take back the statement. She just quashed it. I thought like maybe there was like a little bit of money to like she was willing to part with to settle. She said, nope, I want to go all the way to trial. trial. I'm willing to pay my lawyers, because obviously she had to pay for her attorneys. Maybe she has an insurance policy that covers the attorney fees. Probably not, because assault and intentional infliction of emotional distress are intentional torts, and usually most insurance policies don't cover intentional torts. But maybe once you're acquitted, they might. I don't know. I mean, she's loaded, so she can pay for her attorneys, no problem. But she made a statement. I'm not going to be an easy target. And listen, I echo that. Nobody wants to be an easy target. We will fight tooth and nail, especially if we are right. You know what I mean? So props to her. I respect a lot. I respect her position. And yeah, folks, this was fun. This was really fun. I can't believe I had missed it originally when this trial happened. But hey, better late than never, right? So you got a little bit of experience. You have a little bit more knowledge. You're walking away, once again, hopefully a little bit entertained, a little bit more knowledgeable, and a little bit more informed than you were before you came here. So folks, don't forget to like this video, comment below, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye, everybody.